Harinam continues with a verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Everybody stay in their place, just as you would, as we were a minute ago. If one was to read the chapter entitled Instructions for Civilized Human Beings, which all of us here are because we are accepting the process of chanting Hare Krishna, and would look at that chapter, number 15, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, canto number 7, the 46th verse, they would find this to be said. Otherwise, if one does not take the shelter of Achyuta and Baladev, that would be another way of saying Krishna and Balarama, then the senses acting as the horses and the intelligence acting as the driver, both being prone to material contamination, inattentively bring the body, which acts as a chariot, to the path of sense gratification. Well, what do you know about that? So you see going on all day long here. When one is thus attracted again by the rogues of Vishaya, eating, sleeping, and mating, the horses and chariot driver are thrown into the blinding dark well of the seven-train hallway, whoops, of material existence, and one is again put into a dangerous and extremely fearful situation of repeated birth and death. Purport: without the protection of Gornitai, Krishna, and Balaram, one cannot get out of the dark well of ignorance and material existence. This is indicated by the word nochet, which means that one will always remain in the dark well of material existence. The living entity must get strength from Nitai Gaur or Krishna Balaram. Without the mercy of Nitai Gaur, there is no way to come out of this dark well of ignorance, as stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 1, verse 2, and I might add very encouragingly, Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sodito Godadadye Pushpavanto Chitro Sando Tamo Yudo. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Shri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who like the sun and the moon, they have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Goda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. This material world is a dark well full of ignorance. The fallen soul in this dark well must take shelter of the lotus feet of Gornitai, for thus he can easily emerge from material existence. Without their strength, simply attempting to get out of the clutches of matter by speculative knowledge will be insufficient. And because we don't have much time, we would like to also direct everyone to look at the previous verse, number
39,
where it says that one has to please the spiritual master, and then one to pick up the sword of knowledge, and to have the strength to hold that sword, one needs the mercy of Lord Balaram. So this is a very special day. Lord Balaram is the source of all the incarnations of Krishna, the Shringadev, the super soul in the heart, who we're communing with at every moment, distributing books. Lord Balaram is very, very intimately associated with Krishna. Today is his appearance day. We should pray to him for his mercy. And particularly, he killed the demons, Dhanakasura and Pralambasura. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur has described how one has to cast out these demons with the help of Lord Balaram, but one must do so by one's own sincerity. So Srila Prabhupada instructed us to pray to Lord Balaram, reveal to him confidentially, these are my anarthas, these are my problems, my dear sir, you kindly help me overcome them. So let us all bow down at the lotus feet of Lord Balaram, Lord Nityananda, and ask him for the strength and purity to continue this Sankirtan movement for the pleasure of his beloved Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna.